Welcome to M&M Film Talk, where we talk to real people in film. I just want to first of all thank you so much for joining us and also constantly turning into our show on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, as well as on our Facebook page. You follow us and also just emailing us all the time, and I appreciate that. Your actual interest in the show. And please, if you would like to be a part of this show, all you have to do is email me at mnmfilmtalk@gmail.com. Well, we have a wonderful show here today. We have an author who is just an awesome author right now. I just want to just give her an opportunity to introduce herself and tell us a little bit about you.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. My name is Kimberly Kirby. I'm a writer. I'm an author. I just enjoy creating content. You know, I write short stories. I do books, novels, miniseries, television shows. I just love creating content. You know, and so that's basically awesome. What I do. That's my pastime.
Yeah, and that's awesome to hear. I think once she's been bitten by the bug, she's saying she's never going to stop in one area. She's going to explore all areas of that thing, and that is good. That is good to hear. Okay, well now I want to just talk to you about some of your past projects. Let's do that first, and we'll get into what you're doing now.
Okay, so my past projects. I was working on a book series called The Joy Series. That was my passion project for years. Okay, and the Joy Series, it was basically, I put it out as kind of like my little creative way. I wanted to put it out as a mini book series. So it was a full novel that I broke down into 5 different smaller books. Okay. You know, it just followed the lives of 3 couples. And each couple is all at different stages of their lives. We have one couple who is the little teenage couple, you know, they're 17, 18 years old, so we deal with their little high school drama. We have another couple who is in their 30s, you know, and so they're dealing with real world stuff, baby mama drama, all that. And we have a more mature, more seasoned couple, you know, and they're dealing with their families and all that, infidelity, trust issues, money, you know, everything. So we kind of dive into that. So that was my passion project.
Well, that was a good passion project. I tell you, you covered pretty much everything that's happening in society today, from the young to the old. And I like that because that keeps you really in tune to, when I see something like that, a series, an episodic series going on like that, that makes me want to tune in.
Yeah, I wanted to have something for everybody. It's kind of what I was thinking when I did that. I wanted a little something for everybody to kind of nibble on, you know. So
you really did, and I'm excited about that. Now, and I got some secrets I'm going to tell, but we're going to keep it to the end. However, tell us about some of the things you're working on right now. What do we expect to come out of Kimberly Kirby?
Right now, I'm working on my latest novel. It's called Miss Virginia's Trust.
Okay.
And when I say this is my absolute favorite thing that I've ever written, this is my, when you have something you say, I think this is the best thing that I've ever done. But right now, I think this is the best thing I've ever done. Okay, so to my horn, you know, a little bit. I think this is the best thing. It's my favorite project. So Miss Virginia's Trust, it's about a black woman in her 60s from Memphis, Tennessee. Wow. And she loves her community, she loves her family, but her family is very dysfunctional, of course. Gotta have a little that in there. What family is not, you know? And so her family's very dysfunctional. And we'll kind of delve into that, how she deals with that. But basically, Miss Virginia, she's been playing the lottery for 20 years.
Right.
20 years, never won anything more than like $10, $50, you know. She finally, after 20 years, she wins $21 million.
Wow.
And after that, she ends up dying before she can spend $1 of it. She don't spend anything. She dies before she can spend any of it. So we deal with the family reactions on how she died, and we deal with all of that. And it's
That sounds like a good story.
Yeah.
I'm
excited about it.
I'm excited because I want to see how it unfolds. I'm really excited about that. I can't wait till it come out. And I did buy your first series on your Joy series, and that was really, really good. I mean, she's done really good things, so I'm sure this story is going to be just as good.
Thank you. I'm hoping y'all love it. I can't wait to put it out.
Yes.
I'm so excited to put that one out.
So now you got so much going on. So this is going to be a book. And have you thought in advance about putting it into an episodic series or something?
I would absolutely love that. Yes. One of my main goals.
That looks like that could be that too as well.
One of my main goals, ultimate goals, is to have one of my books being adapted into a television show or being adapted into a movie.
That would be a good thing. So in this may be one of the ones that you have to do the adaptation of it. Okay. Now let me just ask you something. Well, you talked about your book, and you kind of gave us a little bit about your journey. So, but I wanted to ask you too, what made you want to get started? What made you want to write? When did you realize you wanted to do it?
Really, I didn't really get into writing until I was actually in college. Okay. Is when I actually really started writing. But I always saw my mom writing. Mm-hmm. She was always writing short stories, always writing these little crazy, stories and fiction works and stuff like that. And so that just always resonated with me. Yeah. And so I used to create little characters when I was younger. And when I got into college, I really got into writing and actually doing poetry and things like that.
Yeah.
And so
something small as your mother writing.
Yeah.
And just caught your mind and just channeled that inside of you. What was inside of you that brought you out. And so we never know what would bring us out, but if you actually got something out there that has been just in your system and it's just been a part of you, you may want to look at that and revisit that, because you never know. That may be your key to finding out your purpose. And I always say that. Always seek out your purpose. And once you seek your purpose, once you find it, you can identify it. I also want to just say thank you guys once again for just sharing us on your Facebook pages. And I also want to invite you, also, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to be a part of M&M Film Talk, I want you to email me at mnmfilmtalk@gmail.com, and I will gladly respond and have you on the show. So then also too, let me talk to you, Ms. Kimberly, about your challenges. Tell us about your challenges.
Oh wow! One of my big challenges is trying to find representation.
Yeah, I think that's everyone's challenge.
Yeah. One of my goals is actually to be represent. I want to have an actual agent. To pitch my work out there, get me into big publishing houses, get me into studios, because a lot of these publishing houses, you can't just pitch them directly. That you have to have an agent that's going to send over your work, and same thing with the studios, so that's one of my goals, is to get an agent. I've been working on that for years. So
trying to find someone who can actually be that connecting piece. Have you actually been to some different of the book, I guess what would they call it with the authors? You get out there, conventions and things like that.
I've been to a few conventions.
Okay.
I have been writing query letters. That's basically, the query letter is when you just take your latest project, you put it in a pitch form, you tell them about yourself, you tell them about your project and what makes you special, all that, and you send that over to the agent. So I've done plenty of those, so, and I'm just going to continue to work on that.
Oh yeah, because it will happen. You have to definitely get yourself out there, and you're your best cheerleader as well. But continue to do your work, because now with all of the internet things that it's possible to do your own thing and get your own connections. I've had people on the show that talked about that they wanted to pick up a distribution deal for their film projects. Well, they didn't get it, but they started being their own distributor, and when they did that, someone else picked them up.
True.
Just getting your stuff out there, promoting it and making it stronger, you'll see other people be interested. They say, wow, if she's doing that good by herself, I can imagine what I can do with it. So that's a lot of writers trying to do that and want to get involved with that. So I do recommend that part too. So now, who inspired you? Let's tell me about who inspired you.
Well, besides my mom, one of my biggest inspirations was Terry McMillan. She is my
my
all-time. I think I've read everything she's ever written. All-time favorite author, and just her career, her journey, just inspires me so much. She has had basically almost every book she's ever written adapted into a movie.
Yes.
You know, and I mean, it's so. What was it?
I was going to say, how Stella got her group
I mean,
so many of them that she did an awesome job. Disappearing Acts.
Just so many.
Everything she's done has been inspiring. I think most colleges, universities started people out in their sophomore classes. You had to do, well, I know back then, you had to do an essay on her, I think, Disappearing Act was one of them. Yep, that she had there. So it was always something that she did because of the skillfulness that she wrote her stories and how you could follow along with it, and there was you didn't lose yourself.
Everything was so relatable. Everything just speaks to you. You know, you feel like you know this person. This is your part of your family that you're reading about.
Everyone's life.
Yeah, she's amazing. So that's one of my big inspirations right there.
So now also too, I want to know, what would you like to see yourself in the future?
You know what, I see myself, I'm just going to go ahead and speak it. I'm going to be having at least 2 or 3 of my books adapted into film, adapted into television shows.
Yeah.
I would love to have one of my books be the next Queen Sugar, you know, be turned into another show. That's just what I would absolutely love to do that.
Yes.
So that's where I see myself, just continuing to push my work, continuing to promote myself, get myself out there. And yeah, that's where I see myself.
Well, I don't blame you one bit. That sounds like a good place to be.
Yeah.
That is, but as long as you continue to write the good content that's needed out there, because you got avenues in which those things can happen. They have streaming vehicles that you can put it on BET. We got Netflix. We have TV One. We have so many areas that can make that a reality for each one of us out there. So I would say, yeah, kudos to what she's wanting to see in her future, because she's on point with what needs to be done. Tell us, let me just ask you a question too about your future. Now, your new project that you have, can we expect to see it?
Well, because I'm actually right at the end. I have a really powerful ending to my story that I'm working on. So I'm working on that right now, and I gave myself a goal to be done with it by the end of February.
Okay.
I'm hoping I don't go into March, but almost done with it. And I'm actually thinking about not putting it out right away once I finish it. I'm actually thinking about just actually going to start. I'm going to go ahead and start trying to push it, get an agent, you know, and then maybe after about 6 months or so, then I'll try to put it out. Because normally when I finish a book, I just put it out right away and self-publish. So I'm going to try to do something a little bit different this time. But yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with trying to approach it in all different ways, so that, and leaving yourself open.
Yeah.
So that you can get whatever choices that you have is available to you.
Right.
I want you to just tell the audience, somebody out there who want to be a writer, and I always thought about being an author, writing a book, writing a poem even. What do you say to inspire them? I mean, what can you say to help them with that?
You know what? I always say, write what feels good. That's what I love to do. I write what feels good to me. If it feels good to me, if it connects with me, I just write what inspires me. You know, that's what I do. And I say, you just got to start somewhere. And a lot of people, they say, oh, I have this amazing book idea. I don't know where to start. Just start writing. You know, and it doesn't have to all flow at once. It doesn't have to all make sense at one time. But just get your ideas out there, and then you can eventually put it all together and make something amazing. So just start.
And that's right. Once you start, I mean, because nothing can beat a failure but a try. So if you try, if you just try, then you can succeed. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And there's no one out there can be no more better than you, because they had to start somewhere too. So let's try. Let's try. I like that. That's encouraging. That's a good word coming from Miss Kimberly. And I had to have her on my show because I was saying about my surprise there. She is my actual niece. And I am so proud of her and what the work that she's done. I've been following her from start to finish. I mean, well, not finish yet, but from the start. And I just want to just say, hey, kudos to what you're doing and just keep going. Keep doing what you're doing out there because you're doing a great job. And we're going to see a lot more happening with her. So also, too, now tell them a little bit about how can they contact you, how they can follow you, or if they need more information, what do they need to do?
Well, if you want to get in touch with me, you can go to my website, kimjkirby.com. You can also reach out to me on Facebook, social media. You know, everybody's on social media these days.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Go to my Facebook page. I have the Joy series on Facebook. So go to my Facebook page or just reach out to my personal page. You know, I'm around.
Yes, and we'll have all that at the bottom of the screen. Also, we'll have that on our M&M Film Talk Facebook page, a little bit more about her as well. So now also, we want to just say to you, tune in to M&M Film Talk. All you have to do is go to our YouTube channel and go to M&M Film Talk Wilson Production and just actually subscribe to our page and ring the bell, and we'll send you all notification of all new shows that's coming out, keeping you aware of what is going on in Memphis right today, and also in the neighboring areas. M&M Film Talk wants to provide a platform for this area of life that sometimes get overlooked. So especially our independent filmmakers and writers. Hi guys, if you want to purchase Kimberly Kirby Joy series, you can go to Amazon.com. It's available on Amazon Kindle as well. Go to Amazon.com to check out the Joy series. Tell you, I've been having a wonderful time sharing your journey with you. I just think you've done a wonderful job, and I want you to continue to keep up the good work that is happening in your life, and stay inspired because you have a wonderful spirit. So, and she's inspiring to us to go out there and follow your dreams. Follow your journey.
And I just want to say thank you so much for having me on this show. And I've been struggling all this whole time because I didn't want to call you auntie. And, you know, because that's my first instinct, like auntie. Like, no, okay, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, thank you so much for having us, and thank you for creating this platform to bring other creatives together and be able to showcase what they're doing and talk about their works. So I think this is awesome. So thank you so much for having me.
Oh, well, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you said, and we are so excited to just be a part of what's happening here in Memphis today. There's so many good things happening, and with the way Memphis have grown, I think it's going to be one of the number one spots for filmmakers and creators to actually get their product out there and have people coming here to find new people who have content. So that's going to be something that a lot of BET and other people are going to just consider once they see all of this. So that's one reason why we want to provide some way to have our voice being heard. And hey, we invite you to invite your friends or anybody who wants to be involved in that. If you got something that you want to say, and you know that you're on a mission, share it. Share it with us on M&M Film Talk. We would love to have you. I just want to say once again, thank you so much to my niece, Kimberly Kirby, and an author. Hey, well, a writer. And I would say a filmmaker as well. She's done so much more. And I'm excited about your journey. I just see great things happening in your future. I know you have a very supporting husband who's involved, and maybe we'll get him on our show if he slows down for a minute. Yes, it's Rod Kirby, and everybody probably heard him out there too, doing wonderful things out there. So I just want to say thank you guys so much And I would love to have more coming from you. Keep us tuned in into anything that's happening and what's going on in your life. And I say thank you once again for joining us on M&M Film Talk, where we talk to real people in film.
All right.